Welcome back! For me, it has been seconds. For you, it has probably been a little bit before I got this uploaded. I survived bleeding. Let's get back to base. I've got things to do. Turn to Ward 13, yes. Fight or flight, best damn tools we got against the bastards. Those two ain't mutually exclusive, neither. Especially when you have guns. Okay, first things first, before I forget, bandages. Must buy bandages. Who sells bandages again? Okay, you sell cosmetics?
That, root mother? She ain't all there, is she? Rambling on about constructs and dreamers? Oof. Well, anyway, as long as she's fighting on our side, I'm not complaining.
Is this your lucky coin? Oh!
Oh, you found it! Wait, from the city? Les, he could still be... How about that?
Actually good odds. There was a skeleton right next to it, but I don't think there's anything that would have skeletonized him out there. So, anyway, coin belongs to you.
Yes. It means a lot, friend. Oh, let me give in kind. Take my pistol. It's, got a few lucky shots still in there.
Don't you need your pistol?
I'll always find what I need out there. Hey, I won't forget this.
Not so lucky. Return coin to ace. Magnum revolver. +2. Ooh, revolver. Neat. Anyway, let's trade. I can buy iron. Right.
Take care then.
10 a pop. It's pretty cheap. I need bandages.
The lady friend isn't too chatty, but I think she'll settle in just fine. Okay. Folks are keeping the distance. She's got a otherworld feel about her.
Probably the giant roots growing out of her
I
back.
reckon she's wiser than all of us put together. Let's see what
your wares? Oh, thank goodness. He's got okay, I need a bunch of these, actually. 6. Hopefully it's enough. Frenzy dust. Fire rate by 15% and reload speed by 20% for all heroes that step into the dust cloud. That's 30 seconds. Not bad. Extinguishes burning and increases fire resistance. I probably should make sure I have some of those. I can check the sell items. Serve enlightenment. Uses aren't oh yeah. Should probably pop that at some point. Do not have any hydro coolant, so let's buy 4 of those. It's come up a few times.
Take care, friend.
Who's over here?
Greetings, child.
Oh. Oh, you are hiding it. Okay, do people know that there's literal chunks of root growing out of you, or... You've got the whole shaman look going for you now, though, so that's appropriate. Okay, now I'm worried that they might literally lynch her if they saw her what she was, but, you know, she's a good conversationalist. She has avoided bringing it up. Let's see if I can buy or upgrade some better armor.
Keep moving.
Actually, no.
Thanks a lot for bringing another stranger into our midst. There's no way bringing a human root hybrid into the ward could backfire on us.
Oh, they do know.
Yeah? Better be worth my time.
Hunter's Mark. I'll pick them up just to have them.
I've got work to do.
Point, but holding on to my money like a gripping
So,
money gripper.
we have a new guest, eh? Well, she hasn't said much, but she stares right through you. Hopefully, we can make her feel welcome here.
Ah, that's nice.
What do you need?
See your wares? upgrade. Magnum revolver. Definitely want this upgraded. But armor. Just get this done. Well, not done, but improved. The Magnum revolver is kind of a middle point between my older Peter and this hunting pistol. Multiple heavier shots, fewer than the repeater, but lighter than the hunting pistol. I'll stick with the hunting pistol for now. I find the one-shot do loads of damage hilarious.
Take care, my friend.
I should buy it. Go buy a bunch of iron and just upgrade a bunch. Now, let's jog.
No trouble in the ward, got it?
We're in deep trouble here. The others just don't know it. Yet.
I think they are aware. They're just less pessimistic. Anyway, hi.
Word is you freed that root lady. Is that true? Man, she's got us all on edge. I'm keeping a close eye on her. She may be a root spy and not even know it.
I wish I could refute him.
I run security for Ward 13. I mean, I'm still learning the ropes, but the commander wouldn't give me this job if she didn't think I was... We run drills all the time. I mean, I'm ready for anything.
I
Stay
think
safe
I've asked
out
these
there.
questions.
Hey,
Let's see if
no trouble in the ward, got it?
Commander has anything to say. Actually, Wesley,
Hi again.
William, still have big dreams. Wallace.
I try not to think about them. See you later.
Hey,
We've made the Root Mother as comfortable as we could. She was closer to the Root than anyone. Here's hoping she can help us. It's strange, though. She moves through the ward like she's been here before. I'll be keeping a close eye on her for now. We have no idea what to expect. If you need anything, ask around.
Yeah. So, Root Mother. Generally accepted, although she is found creepy. Very nice of them to not immediately lynch her, but then again, I'm pretty sure these people are the ones who told me about her. So. Yeah, we can get all our questions answered. Although,
Good to see you.
I have a ward key. Let's see. Ward key card. So let's see if I can find where this goes to. I might be getting ahead of stuff again, but who knows? Oh, that's bigger than I expected. Nice. And you're a Tome of Knowledge. Oh, and... Lore! Error code 88. Current user set to admin, no unauthorized access. Any key. Electronic mail? Security protocol update. From Commander Nathan Haskell to all subject security protocol update. Due to recent events, we will be amending our security protocol to require an additional photo ID check upon entry to Ward 13. Entry will still require use of personal security cards. However, an additional ID check will be performed upon entry to the ward. All security officers have been notified of the change, and the new protocol will take effect immediately. Commander Nathan Haskell. Okay, that's the only one there. System diagnostic. Success. Uplink and memory are both successful checks. And that's it. Now, can I get the book this time? No. Book! Yes! 3 levels. Okay, let's... Mother's Blessing. Ranged damage reduction! Yes! Make me immune to hurts. Well, okay, more resistance to hurts. And it's not much, it's only a few percent. 2% on next level. See if I can get any deeper. And what else is here? Ooh, computer. Okay, any key to continue. A log. Oh. Apparently this is going to be a lore episode. Go figure. Casa. Eureka! It's taken us months, but we have finally reconnected a dreamer to Gabriel's world. Subject 2419-1 is online. The new bonded entity is vastly different from the previous one. Visual recordings are dim, the audio is greatly enhanced. So much so that our equipment cannot accurately record all of it. The new Guardian is belligerent toward the inhabitants. Malicious even. I suspect it shares memories of the previous Guardian. Consciously or not, it knows what the Fuzzies did and treats them accordingly. Fascinating! Fuzzies? Interesting. Oh, for Pete's sake, they were doing interdimensional research here. The Dreamers. Physical expedition. Sounds like the high-ups are planning an honest-to-God physical expedition to one of the worlds. Commander Neville has requested all operations managers to submit our recommendations. Given the things we've seen since bringing Casa online, the Guardian, the root creatures, the massacres, I think it's obvious what our stance has to be. Okay, we're missing a lot of context, but apparently the invasion wasn't the first interdimensional nonsense going on around here. Casa's equipment is going bonkers. It keeps resetting itself to a specific set of parameters. Not just the dreaming harness, but the recording equipment, diagnostics, and even life support. The effect seems to be coming from Casa herself, but none of us understand how that's possible. Per procedure, we've tried to sedate and reboot Casa, but that has proven impossible. The system ignores our commands for sedation. Rega tried physically administering the drugs, of course, but the system automatically applied a reversal agent. I'm concerned if we try to overpower the system, we will end up killing the Dreamer. On the other hand, that may be our only option if this feedback loop doesn't resolve itself. We'll continue our observations for now, but after what happened with Gabriel and Clementine, I'm worried. They're everywhere! The root creatures from Casa's world! We were unprepared. How could we be? They attacked so quickly. Reg is dead. So many are dead. We've lost contact with Ward 16 and 17, maybe others. Those of us still alive have locked ourselves in Casa's room for now, but it won't be long before we're discovered. What the hell is happening? Well, the creatures from the world that Casa connected to seem to have launched a counter-invasion. Possibly for our own good, depending on what nonsense is going on, but we got in contact with the root world, but it's actually the third world that was contacted, and the other two were killed. The Dreamers! They're after the Dreamers. They've killed all but Casa already. It's just a matter of time. Except they aren't pounding on our door. They must know we're in here. If they're after Dreamers, why would they leave us alone? Unless... Oh god. Casa! She's the gate! That's what I have to do then. We don't have any other choice. If we leave this room, they'll slaughter us. And if I'm wrong, well, one more dead Dreamer won't matter much if we're all dead. Abandoned. It's done. The system fought us at every turn, and then the root creatures began pounding at the door, as though they knew what we were trying to do. But it's over. She's dead. And the roots are still out there. We're preparing to make one final run for it. I don't know how far we'll get, but we'll die if we stay here. Harsgard's dreamer was in a feedback loop too. We have to tell them. If I was right about her being the gate, then... File corrupted. So the root... So, they create... So So the dreamers connected to other worlds. Casa connected to the root's world. The roots used that connection to force their own invasion through. And they wanted to maintain that connection. Or they didn't care about it existing. But when they threatened the Casa, they tried to launch a counterattack. But things didn't work out. And there was another dreamer who was in an active connection. So, an alternative faction could be invading or planning to. Well, it was like 2 to 3 generations ago now, so either it's happened or it hasn't at this point. Anyways, let's look through their mail. Oh, it's a draft. Dearest Reg, you're dead. Anyways, I know you're dying to learn what the government's been doing since I moved into Ward 13. There's so much I don't know where to start. The red crystals weren't anything we thought, Reg. They're not power sources at all. They're conduits through space itself. I know, I wouldn't have believed it either. Wait until you see what they're doing. They've connected test subjects, dreamers they call them, to some kind of guardian entities in other worlds. I don't mean other planets, I mean parallel worlds, side by side with Earth. But completely inaccessible apart from the crystals. Ford and Harsgard, you remember Captain Ford, dear? He was the recruitment official who visited us at the university. Have a few dreamers on an atoll offshore, and the preliminary reports sound like fairy tales. Fauns, goblins, even magic. Of course, it can't actually be magic, but it certainly feels like it based on our current understanding of physics. It's hard to explain without being able to show you, Reg. But they won't let that happen until your transfer goes through. I don't even know if they'll allow this letter out, to be honest. Fine, I'll show everything in person when you arrive. Our ward already has 2 dreamers connected, and supervising activation of a 3rd in a few days. Gabriel, they call him, though I get the feeling it's not his real name. Can't wait to see what he sees, to start investigating one of these worlds for myself. We're on the verge of something amazing, Reg. There's so much more to the universe than anyone thought. Even Einstein. What wonders might be out there just lying in wait for our discovery. See you soon, Belinda. Well, either these people were comatose, or they're evil. These bad people working here. Either or. Reports. Subject 2419-1. Preliminary observations and findings. Dr. Belinda Marsh, Operations Research Analysis Manager, Ward 13. Abstract. Commander Neville has asked for recommendations on which world should be chosen for our first physical expedition. Subject 2419-1 is the second dreamer bonded to the so-called Fuzzies world, but the world has changed drastically since the loss of the previous dreamer. With a new guardian entity, a new invading species, and widespread alterations to the world and inhabitants, it is fair to say it is no longer the Fuzzies world, and it is highly dangerous. It is my recommendation that we do not send a physical expedition to this world at this time. Oh, those poor Fuzzies. They're suffering while this world is going through. New guardian entity. Gabriel, Casa, Dreamer, Fuzzies, root creatures. Background. Last year, Subject 2419, known as Gabriel, died in the Dreamer's chair when his guardian entity was killed by the inhabitants of his world, informally known as the Fuzzies. The Fuzzies were intelligent and warlike, yet they were caring toward each other. We still do not know why they turned on their guardian. In February of this year, we were finally successful in connecting a second Dreamer with Subject 2419, herein referred to as Casa, bonded to what appears to be a new guardian in the same world. We have been feverishly gathering data ever since. Preliminary findings: Casa's world is almost completely unrecognizable from before. Gabriel observed what appeared to be a massive living organism populated by small, fur-covered creatures called Fuzzies. Casa, however, sees a world covered in root-like growths with little of the original landscape visible. Well, underneath it, fuzzies are rarely seen at all, at least not alive. The world is now populated by a new, violent species of creature. It is unclear where this new species came from. We saw no evidence of them in Gabriel's recordings. They have eliminated a large percentage of the former population in a very short time. The new species appears to be plant-based, bearing a resemblance to motile trees or roots. These creatures are violent and destructive, actively hunting the fuzzies, slaughtering them, then leaving the bodies behind while they hunt more. We believe there may still be fuzzies alive and in hiding, but given the ferocity of the root species, it is unlikely they will remain so for very long. Conclusion and recommendation: I believe the fuzzies will not survive without some kind of intervention. However, I cannot recommend that a human scouting party visit Casa's world at this time. It is likely the root species will treat us the same as the fuzzies, and given the speed and ferocity with which they fight, a lone scouting party will not stand a chance, even with modern weapons. For now, I believe it is best that we continue our observations to learn what we can about this new species before engaging them. So the root wasn't native to the world being observed. I wonder if we'll meet fuzzies. System diagnostic. Wait, uplink a memory to what? Did they properly finish the job on Casa? Who knows? Projector, nonsense. Map. I've somehow already got myself to. Just came from there. Sleeps further down. Oh, audio? So Cthulhu just gave me some tips, I think. Experience game? Well, bollocks. That's really cool and simultaneously probably terrible. A fuse? Okay. I was going to have to find this at some point. At some point, I'm probably going to be blocked by another key card. Bloodwort. Oh! Oh. So it's probably a projector. I mean, projected what they viewed through the dreamer. Presumably this is Casa? Or another subject to another world. Okay, I do have to give them props for having this angled up because I did not really see the skeleton. Let's see. Over here, though, we have an active computer. Same system, same error code. Non-authorized log. No signal. Subject 2409 is online. Vitals are stable, but we're receiving no visual information, and the audio consists only of a low, persistent rumble interspersed by seemingly random series of clicks. Attempts to find a pattern in the clicks have so far been fruitless. I'm convinced they're nothing more than signal noise, perhaps errors in the recording equipment amplified by the dreamer's subconscious. Or perhaps there's no signal at all. We've never tested what happens when a dreamer connects with nothing. Most likely, Dr. Harsgard read the runes wrong. Awaiting confirmation. Runes? Like, from the crystals? Where did the crystals come from? Because they're using... That might be what's... Well, there's a lot going on. Ward 16 replied. Harsgard claims he's not wrong and suggests we continue monitoring. We'll do so if only as CYA. Looks like we're stuck here for a while. Note from Private Waters. Doctor, it's not so. I heard a change in the audio last night. For about 20 minutes, starting at 2:11, I heard some kind of singing. That's the only way I can think to describe it. This was on top of the regular rumbling clicks. I left the tape in your office for your review. Also, be advised that I may have seen an anomaly on video as well. A brief, very faint pulse of light during the time of the audio anomaly. It may just have been an artifact on the screen, though, or even my imagination. It was very late, after all. Light show. Hell, I owe Harsgard $10 for about 2 hours on April 6, 1966. Subject 2409's visuals lit up like the goddamn 4th of July. Dozens of lights pulsed on and off, no pattern we have yet discerned. Colors varied but remained mostly between blue and yellow wavelengths. After approximately 145 minutes, the pulsing began to decrease in frequency, and by T160, they had ceased entirely. Audio was unchanged during this time. Finally, we have proof this dreamer is connected to something. Asgard is never going to let this drop. At least they have good work in relationship. Also, these next 3 messages are all labeled error. File corrupted. File corrupted. File corrupted. Yeah, they probably connected with the Cthulhu mythos. This door is... Oh, come on. Let me read it. There's a dead... 2 dead? And an item. Ah, don't worry. Don't worry, I solved it. Ammo box. Bandages. 2 very dead people. Still wish I could read the note on the door. What? I think something came in and left. Or possibly just left. Any key. Log. AC. In this room, please keep the air conditioner on at all times. The dreamer's entity lives in a frozen world in some places colder than he recorded measurement on Earth, and seems to reflect aspects of that bond. In particular, she shows physical signs of discomfort at any temperature above 55 degrees. Those working in this area are encouraged to wear layers. At least they tried to keep them comfortable. Error. Minor abnormality. Guardian came across a clutch of orphaned Polas. Apparently, they had been lost in a blizzard, but the effect on Clementine was unexpected. Her noradrenaline levels dropped and her body showed signs of lacrimation. Most of the team believes the Guardian, the Dreamer, or both were saddened at the discovery, but we have no record of Guardians ever having or eliciting emotions. If only we could record emotional states somehow. It's unfortunate that we can't speak to the Dreamers without waking them, and that we can't wake them without risking loss of the bond. New procedures. FYI, for Commander Neville's orders, we have sedated Clementine until her noradrenaline levels return back to normal. I guess this is now standard operating procedure whenever a dreamer exhibits any potentially unstable behavior. I suspect the source of this edict is Captain Ford. After what happened with Gabriel, and with Harsgard about to connect a new dreamer to this clawbone entity, I'm guessing Ford doesn't want any more unnecessary risks. He's probably right. Janitor? Could someone please tell the janitor to leave the AC alone? That's the 3rd time we've had to reboot Clementine this month. Error. That's right. Usual for Clementine, not disintegrated at all. Rather, I think she shifted somehow, that she still exists somewhere along with everything else, including the poor janitor. Unfortunately, as to why, I have only conjecture. Reviewing Clementine's final tape shows and in the very last frame, in one darkened corner, you can see this be Clawbone? Harsgard always described his unknown entity in fantastic terms, but what if he wasn't exaggerating? You know he brought his dreamer online at approximately the same time Clementine disappeared after all. and exclamation. As I said, conjecture, but yeah, that was informative. So maybe they do wake up the dreamers. Maybe they are voluntary. It's hard to know. But yeah, something happened here. They might have been rescued. Their best guess is disintegrated, but I guess the janitor was inside this radius. Should not have touched the AC, you jerk. Anyways, what's in this room? Ah, dead person. Oh. That's probably a dreamer, considering the setups they've got. No unauthorized access. Log. Gabriel. The dreamer known as Gabriel, subject 2419, is online. Data is coming faster than we can deal with it. Gabriel's bonded entity guards a literal living world, some kind of massive biological organism that houses the Guardian within it. The ground is flesh in response to stimuli. The air is thick with moisture. The breeze shifts cyclically like breathing. The inhabitants of the world are equally fascinating. Small, fur-covered bipedals that we've dubbed fuzzies for their resemblance to creatures from H. Beam Piper's novels. They appear to be sentient. They have no spoken language, but they build tools and structures from the bone-like growths found throughout their world. These observations are preliminary, of course, but they're so exciting. A new species! First contact! What revelations might we uncover? Error. Fuzzy distrust. The Fuzzies have been acting stranger. At first they had a kind of god-worshipper relationship with Gabriel's entity, but were recently seen signs of fear and distrust. Few even threw rocks at their guardian. Could Gabriel's bond have somehow caused this? We've been very careful to observe only, not to interfere, but maybe the Fuzzies detected some subtle change we could not predict. Too subtle for us to notice, yet strong enough to cause a violent reaction? That seems implausible. A minority of my team is concerned this will affect our experiment. One team member is worried Gabriel himself might be in danger, though I've seen no evidence of that. Gabriel's vitals have been unaffected by the random attacks. More valid concern is that the very act of observing is affecting what we observe. That may be valid, but it's not reason enough to wake the dreamer. Not yet. Error. Uprising. Gabriel was attacked today, or rather the Guardian was. We're combing our records for any sign of provocation on our part, but so far I've found nothing. Gabriel's been completely passive, allowing the Guardian to act independently. Most likely, the whatever's happening predates Gabriel's bond. There have been more calls from the team to wake Gabriel. Still a minority, but it's true that his heart rate has rose briefly during the attacks, but there have been no other signs the attacks affected him in any way. I've ordered observations to continue. We will see this through. Error. Termination. Subject 2419 has been declared dead on Sunday, April 3rd, 1966. His guardian was killed and his body consequently suffered a cardiac arrest. We lost input immediately. Needless to say, my team is devastated. And yet, this presents exciting new information. This is the first time a dreamer has died in the chair. Tragic though Gabriel's death is, it proves the bond between dreamers and guardians is even stronger than we knew. Research in the Fuzzy world has been put on hold for now. Our previous observations and these long entries will be transferred to another room for study while Gabriel's chair is prepared for the next dreamer. I know we'll be back. There's so much yet to learn. What happens when a world's guardian dies, anyway? Some diagnostic. This can't be Gabriel. Maybe this is Clementine? Or can I? One of the C words. Names. Let's see. Coelacanth. Ooh, a door. Lock. Fuse? Okay, those don't work. But I do have a fuse, so... Can I find a place to put that fuse? This whole lower area is one giant puzzle. Wait, if every world has a guardian, then could the dragon be this world's guardian? But that would indicate that the guardian was the vector that might have allowed it. It's hard to say. But clearly the root is hostile in such that it is not a native species. Or that it must invade other realms, or chooses to invade. Hello! There's a kitty in the background. Well, I just have a fuse randomly in my inventory now. Maybe I'll find a use for it, maybe I'll just forget it's there. Oh, let's see what's downstairs. Because I forgot. Research. Oh, here we go. Fuse. Now, access. So, what do we have in here? Research level, thermal control. Something big. Thermal control. And more bandages. Good, that brings me up to 8? I think that's 8. Okay, can't say I interact with any of this, which is probably just as well. Research. Let's see. Call center? And no notes that stand out. Cigarettes, because the 60s. Oh, hello. Some blood work hanging behind the door. Presentation room. Very large room that the people are watching. Another ammo box. Probably be useful eventually. Warning, microwave hazard. Oh, jeez. That explains all the plating. Reflective. Oh. Huh. Yeah, no, that doesn't fit. Axiom series, error 88. System lock and nape. I need a access code key, like what we used to turn on the first crystal. But hey, in the meantime, some of the knowledge. And can't fit through the pipes. There it does. There's a hole back there. Don't know if it actually goes anywhere. Interesting. let's head back up. Minimap has red, one of those orange arrow things, so it's apparently an exit somewhere over there, but I don't think I could get to it. I think I might need the key. Reactor level. So I would get off normally. Level 1? Right, reactor level is where we met her. This is an elevator that is, you know, out of order. And it is about time that we finally chat with Root Mother.
You have arrived at last. I feel much more myself. And less. No longer Root. No longer human. It is age you seek. A road you pursue. You must find the one they call Founder. He alone knows the path you seek. But to find him, you must first open the labyrinth.
Okay, what is the labyrinth, and where did you get your shaman stick? Like, I can understand you getting a cloth to cover up, because everyone here is probably freaked out by it and probably would have made it for you. But where'd you get the stick? With the bird skulls and everything.
It is a crossroad of many places. The Founder journeyed there, beyond my sight. I guided him to the labyrinth, as I guide you. Look to a great shimmering light in the sky. The path to its source is protected by a monstrous root creature. Slay the beast, seek the light beyond, and the keeper of the labyrinth will make himself known to you.
Thank you. Nice.
One more boon I can offer to fight back against that which would erase us all. You carry a piece of the dragon's heart. I can improve it, make it stronger. The root is selfish with its strengths, but with this, you may stand a chance. Great forces are wielded among the worlds, but they need not be exclusive.
Like to see what you can
This
upgrade.
may help you on your journey.
I need a simulacrum. Number of dragon heart charges.
Tread carefully, child.
What?
Brought you to work.
Not the conversation, that's for sure.
You have any friends or family in the city?
No, I'm actually great friends with this hammer. That fills my friend quota just fine. So I'd move along if I were you. Unless, of course, you'd like to get more acquainted with the hammer.
Nope. Sorry to bother you. I'll just...
I've got work to do.
Anything you need? Let's see what I've got.
Alright. Need more iron. Actually, this pistol has 15% chance to do a critical hit. 5%. 5%. Yeah.
Take care, my friend.
Let's spend a bunch of scrap iron on upgrade.
I'm not in the mood for chat.
Let's spend a bunch of scrap to get iron to get upgrades. Alright.
Needing any scrounge?
Wait.
Later.
Okay. So, let's see how much that was. Because it said ×3 on there, but I don't know.
I'm not
They
in the
only
mood
let
for
me get
chat.
12 badges.
Oh, traveler. Ah,
Only got 12. Hey, poor scrap hammer needs to be caught up. Only 7 iron left. Don't think that's enough to upgrade anything I'm wearing. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Could do the boots. 5. So 5.3. 5.7. Let's see, 3. So yeah, 5.3. So scrap, but work boots is a little bit higher.
be safe out there.
Keep moving.
Is she out of iron to sell me already? Was that like literally all she
Hey,
had?
traveler.
Yes, yes it was. Okay. She can downgrade items later, but
Till next time.
alright. You don't have anything that I want to buy. This is the biggest crystal. Alright. Okay. Survival. Okay. Timer pauses in the lab range. An endless experience of extreme into progression and ramping difficulty curve based on time. The combination of speed and exploration are key to survival. Boss experience recommended? Survival mode has no effect on campaign progress, so we aren't going to bother with that. Or return to last checkpoint. So that would be the church. So let's see if return to last checkpoint will get me where I want to go. Used to find this stuff in the tallest of the old towers and the darkest alleys between. Don't know what it is. Okay, now I want something over here, so see if I can get there through the church. Or if it's still locked off. So there was a red fog wall here. Now, it's gone, so I can loot. Journal! Literally says journal on it. March 26th, 26th of March, 1973. Huh. The dreams are getting worse. Last night, I was hunting this family in the woods outside town. I could smell the tang of their fear. I liked it. I craved it. It made me run faster, giving me a rush of pleasure as I jumped them, plunging my claws into their sucking chests. I woke up screaming. I wish I could say they were screams of terror. I'm not sure. My screams woke the others. Little Nadine cried. Andrew asked what was wrong. I told him Nadine had a bad dream. That was what woke us. I'll tell Andrew. I will. I just need time to process this. 14th of February 1974. Dreamed again. Pack of scavengers north of the highway. Their lookout took a break and we killed them in their sleep. I witnessed the slaughter from a dozen angles at once. Didn't scream this time, but woke in tears. Not entirely sure my tears were for the scavengers. November 1st, 1974. Had a dream. I was hunted last night. They tricked us, baited us like animals, but I saw it first. I directed 2 of us toward the bait, while the rest held back in the shadows. They thought we sprung their trap, but they sprung ours. With each of their deaths, the blissful heat surged through my body over and over again, continuing even after I woke. I wasn't just watching this time, not just feeling what they felt. I communicated. I helped them. I did it. And it felt good. Found a clutch of humans hiding out in a hospital. They weren't ready. Their screams tasted like honey. We murdered every last one of them before the bastards could even reach their weapons. Oh God, what the hell is happening to me? 1st of January 1976. Rereading these entries, I'm scared. Of myself, of what I'm feeling, of what I'm wanting. Nadine's learning to read now. Gotta keep this journal locked away. Can't have her or anyone stumbling on it. 15th of December, 1988. That's a jump. Had a new dream, not like the others. I crawled out of the ground, lifting myself up until I was 10 stories high. The human weapons couldn't do more than tickle me. I smashed their buildings to rubble with them inside. It's real. I know it. We've never seen anything like this, and I think it knows about us. About me. It's coming this way. I told Andrew about the thing in my dream. He's sure it's not real, but he doesn't know. I haven't told him most of my other dreams. How they felt. He can't know. He won't trust me, but this monster has killed dozens, hundreds of people somewhere up north, and it's on its way here. I have to do something. A stream of refugees came into the city today, spouting stories of a towering behemoth that leveled entire buildings. Andrew and I shared a look, fear blatant in his eyes. He grilled me on my dream then. How big was the monster? Does it have any weaknesses? How long before it gets here? I wish I had more answers for him. I only really know one thing. We can't beat it. Not with anything we have. 24th of December, 1988. I've been thinking, what if I could get in their heads? I mean on purpose. The Root knows about Ward 13 the same way I know about them. My dreams connect us, both ways. What if I can use that? What if I can fool them, hide Ward 13, or convince them it's been abandoned, or... Oh, but there's so much I don't know about this connection. I've never used it except when I'm asleep. How do I do this? 25th of December, 1988. More refugees. The behemoth is getting closer. If these survivors are to be believed, it'll be here within a fortnight. Merry Christmas, I guess. We're all gonna die. Unless I can figure something out. 27th of December, 1988. It worked. God help me, it worked. We fought off some Root today, and I found myself alone with a Root devil bearing down on me. I could feel what it felt, its rage, its desire to end me. If I could feel it, then it could feel me, right? So I reached out to it. In my mind, tried to shove my emotions onto it. My love for Andrew and Nadine, our need to survive. And the devil hesitated. And I didn't just feel that one devil. I felt all of the Root. A million minds thinking as one. I could hear them, speak to them if I wanted. And someone came over the ridge and blasted the devil to splinter. But it worked. I can do this. I can save Ward 13. 28th of December, 1988. Andrew wasn't crazy about the idea. He still thinks we can fight the behemoth. But he wasn't in the Root's head. He didn't see it. You can't beat it alone. 2nd of January, 1989. We're running out of time. Lookout saw the behemoth outside the city. It's worse than even I thought. My dreams are getting worse too. It knows me now, tries to talk to me. It's calling me. Andrew doesn't want to talk about it. Not the dreams, not my plan, nothing. Makes him angry. But I can save them. We'll die if I do nothing. 5th of January, 1989. It's in the city. It's coming right for us. I'm going to the old church. The Root's thick there. I gotta go before Andrew wakes up or he'll stop me. Andrew and Nadine, if you ever read this, I hope you understand how much I love you. As crazy as I've been these years seeing the Root, feeling them, I'm still and always Evelyn Cedar. Ford, your wife, your mother, and a founder of Ward 13. I will do anything if it means you'll live. They have to be stopped. Nothing else matters, even if I have to become one of them. It'll work. I know it will. I can hide the ward from them, push them some other way, confuse them. But I don't know what'll happen to me. I guess if you're reading this, then it worked. You're alive. It will all have been worth it. I love you, Nadine. I love you, Andrew. And I'm sorry. That's Grandma. The root mother is Grandma. Like, what? No wonder he felt comfortable talking to the root mother. Like, if I'm getting the names right anyway, but I'll have to reread the original journal, but yeah, Ford was the commander's name, so that is the founder, the founder we're searching for is the current commander's grandpa. If I'm getting remembering characters in my head right, then this was the root mother would be the current commander's grandma. Also, there's a purple item here? Let me just... No. A sniper rifle! Oh, and it's a plus 2. Ah. And advantage. Yay. But... well, this is the story of a family. I'm probably gonna stick with the shotgun. I've got this pistol for longer range engagements. Find the Keeper of the Labyrinth. The root mother confirmed that the founder can help me, but to find him, I need the Keeper of the Labyrinth. Look to where light imitates water, reaching for the sun. She said that's where I'll find, or summon, the Keeper's Tower. So she disappeared when Nadine was like a little kid still. Maybe, definitely single digits, starting to learn to read. So, 5 to 7? No way that Grandpa told him what happened to Grandma. His character probably won't either. You jerk, you could tell him. Okay, yeah, it's a bit of a big deal for you to go. Yeah, that's your grandma with a tree growing out of her back. Say hi, Grandma. Yeah. So, that's almost another hour of game time, and it was mostly lore, with a little bit of shopping at the start. Next time, more gunplay. See you soonish.